guys, we do have a bit of an update on the Infowars sale that was sold to the Onion, but not really sold, and yeah, it gets a little bit messy here. Alex has gone through and given us an update, so let's see. Let's actually start from this, and let's talk about it here.
All right, I shot a special report on this that I posted at Real Auctions about 2 hours ago. And then I was actually reading the transcripts from the multi-hour emergency court hearing today in federal bankruptcy court in Houston. And then I called all the lawyers and talked to them, and they had a total consensus. They've never seen anything like it. The words were exactly, this was a private secret sale, basically illegal is the word that's used. Basically, it's crime. I mean, bankruptcy crime, on its face. Disguised as an auction that wasn't an auction. And the people didn't even pay real money. They paid some weird fiat thing that wasn't even agreed to by the judge's order. And then they had the corporate media say that the Onion bought Infowars. And then the judge kept saying to the trustee that did this, I didn't give you the authority to do this. You were supposed to come to me about an auction. This isn't even an auction. And then it's just all over the news that they just bought it and they won the bid and they did that. But then they quote the U.S. trustee going, well, it's not the highest bid, but it's the best bid. These people just, they can do anything. It's crazy. So nobody sees how the federal judge, who's known for being straight-laced and not corrupt at all, Judge Chris Lopez, cannot end this fake sale, which he basically said didn't happen. He's having an emergency evidentiary hearing sometime next week. He hasn't announced the date yet. And bare minimum, there'll be a new open public auction. Probably more is going to happen. This is unprecedented, folks. Just like the last trustee he fired back on June 14th, tried to close the building without a court order. There's a lot of behind-the-scenes deep state goings on here. And this is a big deal. I've been up since 5 a.m. dealing with this. I'm about to go to sleep. I'll be covering all live from the new studios at the Alex Jones Network at AJN Live on X. Please follow me there. But this is going to be big. Everybody out there thinking Infowars was shut down, you're in for a rude awakening.
So that's what happened. So what I'm gathering, we'll go through and we'll watch all of them and then...
All right, ladies and gentlemen, you were told by the mainstream media and by the press, by the Democrats today, that Infowars was sold in an auction yesterday. That did not happen. It was an emergency hearing in front of the bankruptcy judge, Chris Lopez, today, and he said, this is not an auction. You didn't allow higher bidders. The definition of an auction is sold to the highest bidder. You kept secret the fact that you gave it to someone that paid way less money. Turns out it wasn't even real money. It was a promise to pay money. The judge didn't certify it. He said, I haven't even agreed to when the auction is. He said, we have to have hearings about the details of it and what's actually being sold. So they thought they would slip this through with a U.S. trustee from the Justice Department. And they had the sale yesterday, said they wouldn't tell us till this morning, showed up to shut the building, cut off the studio electricity while we were on air. Then I went to our backup studios, the Alex Jones Network, find out more at AJN Live on X, and they did announce that they bought it. They did announce that they have it, but the judge said this was not an auction. That's a quote in the transcript, and he was just flabbergasted and totally blown away and said that he's going to investigate with this big hearing coming up next week. So this is total lawfare. It's craziness. It's been open season on me the whole time. The last trustee from the Justice Department, he fired June 14th. Look it up. Pat McGill, who tried to come in and close the place without a court order. The judge said, why did you do that? And it's because they are talking to the Democrats and these law firms and these people, and that's where they get this from. And they're just desperate to get me off the air, and they don't want somebody that's friendly to me to keep me on the air buying it. So they said they had an auction, but it was a secret private sale masquerading as an auction because that's what the federal law says they have to do. So this is a major scandal. That's what went on. The Onion did not buy it. The judge said the sale did not go through. There's a big hearing, and this is in Bloomberg. It is in AP, but it's buried in the articles. This is a huge scandal. This is a giant deal. But through color of law, the feds came in and shut down the Infowars system today, but we're on our backup. God bless you. That's what happened.
Sorry, I'm eating a biscuit.
Got a special report. Last update, I detailed all this on air today, but I learned even more tonight, and it's worse than I thought. But here it is, very simply for everybody. There was a auction order by the judge, but he wanted to have more hearings about it for the details to make sure it was all legal. The U.S. trustee assigned by the Justice Department that was in charge of it went ahead and had what he said was an auction. But then it came out that he didn't make the auction public, didn't let people have bids to go above the supposed highest bid, which means it's not a real auction. And then it turns out he ignored the highest bid and gave it to a lower bid because they were the Democrats. And so it was a private sale masquerading as an auction that did not happen. That's what the judge said today. He said it did not go through. He's having a full evidentiary hearing next week. In the meantime, the U.S. trustee, overstepping his power, came in and closed Infowars and cut the broadcast off. So it is off the air. We're over at the Alex Jones Network at AJN Live on X and Real Alex Jones and the satellite uplinks, the radio stations, the TV stations. They're having to switch over to our new satellite. There was some problems there because it was just sneak attack. Boom. They have the auction, keep it secret Wednesday. This morning they show up at 8 a.m., say shut the building. I go on and, talk about it. Then they go order people to shut things off. I'm just saying I'm a federal trustee. Do what I say. Like the last federal trustee did in June or late May, saying shut the building with no court order. I didn't leave. I threatened to call the police. And then they had an emergency hearing thinking I would be kicked out, and the judge fired them. So this is the second federal trustee doing this wild vigilante crap. So the Onion's everywhere announcing they bought it. The media saying they got it. But Bloomberg and AP are going, well, now the judge said, no. He's questioning it. No, he said it didn't go through, and he's going to decide what to do. And my lawyers are like, well, they've taken this thing off the air. These employees are out on the street. And the judge said, well, as soon as we can have it, it's early next week, I'll give you a date. But yeah, this is crazy. So bring your evidence in. But he said, this is unbelievable. And he said, this is not an auction. This is a private sale. And this is not what I authorized. So that's what's going on, okay? That's the facts.
So, what do I think? If you don't believe in the deep state, play this clip to someone. If you know someone that doesn't believe in the deep state, play the clip. Play the clip to them. Play this video. It's real. They are real. 100%. When I hit 1,000 subscribers on YouTube, there was a tweet that went out. This is Twitter 1.0. That someone tweeted to Media Matters, he's getting too popular, you need to stop him. Now, the idiots that did it actually put my handle with the @ Nonpartisan Media, because my actual Twitter account is @Nonpartisan Media without the A. They actually added me in the tweet because I was retards. And I got a notification on my phone. I saw a notification come up. I had an iPhone at that time. That came up. And by the time it came up, I had my phone in my pocket, so heard the ding, ding, ding. By the time I pulled it out and unlocked my phone, which was a matter of seconds, they had deleted the topic or deleted the post. And I presume they've gone through and reposted it or DM'd it to Media Matters and didn't bother using my name. So I don't have proof of it. I really should have screenshotted it before opening my phone. But I was younger. I was not scared, but panicked a bit. I'm getting someone messaging Media Matters to say that I need to be stopped, So, that was my bad. But that happened when I was 1,000 subscribers. And ever since then, we've been shadow banned. People get unsubscribed from the YouTube channel. It's just all day fun, right? It's the reason why I went and started doing the in the street interviews. You can't censor me there. But deep state's real. What do I think? I think the deep state is trying to shut down Alex Jones. I think they are going to go and try and go after Alex Jones. I think they're going to try and go after Tim Pool and all of these other conservatives who they will think helped win Trump the election. Joe Rogan will most likely be fine because he's so big and so popular. They can't do anything about it. But they will be going after Elon Musk. They will be going after Tim Pool and Benny Johns and all these guys. Maybe even me if I'm still on the radar. Because at the end of the day, we were the ones that were sort of countering the narrative. We were the ones that were saying like, hey, this, hey, that. No, this is actually what's going on. Me, more in person. Those guys, more on videos. You gotta remember, Tim Pool gets like 50 to 100,000 views on his channel a day. Right? It's crazy. It's massive. So, you know, at the end of the day, and like, people ask me in person, they always ask me for a YouTube channel. I don't give it to them. But I will always give them Tim Pool, Luke Wadowski from We Are Change, Redacted, Jimmy Dore, those sort of guys. But mainly the reason I don't give out mine is because I know that I'm talking to them in person. They know what I look like. There's a great deal of comfortability with anonymity, that's for sure. But as I say, yeah, I do suspect they will be going after Joe Rogan. I do suspect they will be going after, not so much Joe Rogan, but Tim Pool and Benny Johns and you know, and probably Jake Paul, maybe, and all these sort of podcasters that helped. But it also depends too. Trump gets in there and starts cleaning house. They might have a bigger fish to fry, so to speak. They might have more concerns than podcasters. But yeah, at the end of the day, guys, like I say, do I think the deep state's going after Alex? Yeah. Do I think they tried to sell it to the youngin because it'd be like, hey, we can like really rub some salt into the wound? Yeah, I really do. And it sounds like the judge is going to just tear up the sale, and good on him for doing it because it wasn't an actual sale. I think Elon Musk even joked about buying it. Because yeah, at the moment, Alex is running off the second network, which is the Alex Jones network. Follow him on Twitter. But yeah, at the end of the day, it's I'll be surprised if this sale, this is going to go badly for the Democrats when they go into court. The judge is going to be pissed. So, let me know your thoughts in the comment section below. At the moment, Alex, I believe, still owns Infowars. So, yeah. Let me know your thoughts over in the comment section below. Apart from that, guys, have a great night. Enjoy yourself. I'll see you on Sunday night. We might do a live show. Might, maybe. I might do game dev. Well, talking to you guys about politics. So, stream on here, do some game dev, talk politics. What do you think? Have a great night. Enjoy yourself, guys. We'll see you on Sunday night.